Grumpy from Muse on Many's here today with Will Shick, with the directors of Privateer Press. Well, how's it going?
It's doing great. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good. Yesterday on the panel, you guys announced the Level 7 board game that's coming out. I'm excited for it. I'm going to hopefully play it here in a little bit. Are there going to be expansions for it, or is it going to be something similar to the Bodger system where there's a bunch of games built off of it, but they're different, the same system?
Well, so Level 7 is kind of unique for us in terms that it is a Transmedia project initiated by Matthew Wilson, and Chief Creative Officer. And so what Transmedia really means is that the Level 7 world is going to be expressed and explored through a lot of different media sources. So things like film, things like the digital radio episodes that are going on, and they did a piece that followed a piece of Firewire. Right. And handed out shirts for it on
Totally thought that was real.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, so that's kind of the idea. And then, and also games. And so, what that really allows us to do is it allows us to not be constricted by the types of things that we show this world through. So we can take a lot of different angles, a lot of different images. So certainly Level 7 Escape, which is the first iteration of Private Press's games for the Level 7 IP, has the possibility to expand. We certainly have ideas on where to take that game, and if there's demand and people are interested in seeing more of that story, it's a story that we would love to tell. At the same time, the game that we're working on currently as the next expression of Level 7 is an entirely different experience. So it presents a new story that you kind of go through in the world. So you know, the sky's kind of we can tell a lot of different stories, and we can do that through a lot of different game styles and types, and that's really exciting for us as a company. And it will let people who are interested in certain aspects of either like I like these types of games or this type of game. You know, they can find Level 7 and it will be instantly accessible to them through that story and that lens. Or if somebody's really excited about the world as a whole, they can kind of get it all, and they can get fuller encompassing of this type of thing. So that hopefully kind of answers your question. That it is both.
It sounds pretty awesome. I hope it goes really well for you guys. I'm excited to see much more stuff. I want to get into War Machine questions. Last year, you guys released, or maybe a few months ago, my time frame is terrible. You guys released the Iron Fang Pikeman, Black Dragon's UA. How have you been happy with the reception of it? I know the Cato forums have just been begging for this thing for years and years, and now they finally have it.
No, I mean, the reception of the Black Dragon upgrade kit for the Iron Fang Pikeman has been phenomenal. We couldn't be happier. You know, it really was one of those things where when Aaron Goodell was redoing the Iron Fang Guts and Gears entries for No Quarter 4, we were talking about it, and one of the things that really stuck in the Cato community mindset from issue number 1 of No Quarter, when the original Guts and Gears was done, was the Black Dragons, the mythology behind them, and that special like veteran unit. And so, you know, as we were redoing that, Aaron knew from reading all about the Iron Fang Pikeman, the Black Dragons were a big deal, and we kind of started a discussion around the office about, well, let's take this opportunity and do something kind of unique and special and try something out. And the Black Dragons were like the perfect opportunity. There was a lot of really good reasons, and the timing was just right to give this a shot. You know, it allowed us to kind of give a thank you to that community and just show them that, hey, you know, we do listen. We do think that the same things that we think are cool are cool. And so we had the opportunity, we did it, and it was fantastic. And you know, down the road, I'm sure that we'll see more iterations of that type of project, where either a unique UA for an existing model or something that's pulled directly from the fiction and the background of the world that gets introduced as an alternate. We've been really happy with that. It's just a matter of time.
So, I doubt she is, but on the blog, Epic Eiryss, is she an alternate UA for something, or is she for a new unit?
Epic Eiryss, the new incarnation that Matt Wilson was talking about on his MattWilsonPrime.com blog, is a UA.
Okay.
And last night at the panel, we actually did show one of the units that she will attach to. And Matt talked about on his blog the elves with the angle of the elves with razor blades. So yeah, she presents a different take on a character that has been around for a long time, and does show her evolution as becoming more of a leader in the Retribution as at whole, rather than kind of the subterfuge mercenary who is working an angle but kind of been obfuscated. Now with the Retribution coming full force, the character's kind of taking the next step.
Awesome. I'm excited to see that. It's going to be awesome.